So let me start first of all by just putting a word out there to everyone and every comrade who was out in the streets today to fight for this. I don't even know what to call it. Is it second, third, fourth liberation? You know, salute. Good job done. We keep on fighting for liberation and we keep on standing for what is right for us. And yeah, we keep on pushing back as much as possible until we get things right. Welcome to today's story. So this is part 2 of the conversation about the most painful experiences I've ever had. And I take it right now. So here we are. I've been handed over my referral letter, written emergency agent. And now, and this was about almost getting to almost, I think, some minutes past 7 p.m. So handed over to me, and I'm told now I need to find my way. We need to find our way to the nearest, to the main hospital, so that then we get attended to. So just to take you back, while I was in that particular facility, I was in, there were very strict instructions that were given that I should not drive. Yeah, so somehow we needed to find a way of either my colleague driving to the place or something like that. But then I figured out it was raining, remember? So it was still drizzling. It is at night. And so I was like, yeah. We decided that still I need to get onto the steering wheel. So go to the steering wheel, moved from Prestige all the way, Ngong Road, all the way down to, Valley Road, came to get to, what is it called? Is it Kenyatta Avenue? Yes. Down to around GPO roundabout, up Wayaki Way, all the way, the Museum Hill roundabout, all the way to Parklands. So I was referred to the main hospital, which is in Parklands. So we get to Parklands, and I find a place to park, quickly get in through the emergency. And, at this particular point, I'm literally wielding my letter, just, showing them, this thing is serious. I need to be attended to as soon as possible. So I get there. Of course, I'm received. And then I'm received. Actually, I'm taken into the temporary admission room. So I'm received there. I'm put to bed already and told, by the way, yeah, you just wait here, get in here, so that even as we try and make arrangement to be able to see what the issue is and sort you. So I'm put on bed. At this particular point, the painkillers are still working, so I'm not feeling any pain. But of course, they are there coming to find out, okay, checking the vitals one more time, seeing is everything okay? Are you still feeling the pain? Again, a few things here and there. And then based on whatever I indicated to them, of course, now I'm told I need to undergo a CT scan. Yeah, so that then they're able to check and see what the problem could be. And then I'm told that before, of course, the CT scan, they need to take sample of my blood. So they do. They take it for analysis, and then, of course, now I'm put there and I'm waiting for the time to be able to undergo the CT scan. Again, some approvals have to be sought. So, they write to the insurance and, seeking for the necessary approvals, etc., etc. They get the approvals, but then I think there were a number of clients who were ahead of me, if I'm not wrong. So I remained at some point now when I was settled and when I was put to bed at this particular point now. So talk to my colleague and decide, well, you know what, I think it's good time for you now to leave and, proceed home. I'm able to manage this. And so, yeah, talk to family here and there. And of course, at least I had someone, coming to be with me. Now, I stay and wait for quite some time because before being taken in for the CT scan, they needed to at least have gotten the results of the blood sample analysis. And it took a bit of time to actually be able to, come back and say, yes, now we have the results, so you can actually be able to go in to the ultrasound, go in for CT scan. So when the time is right, the guys will come for you. So I'm there waiting, wondering, of course, what would be happening, and just thinking through like exactly what could be the problem. But after some time, they come. I think slightly past midnight. Yeah, slightly past midnight they come, and yeah, they. Of course, I'm given a gown to be able to change. So I change into that particular gown, and then I'm told to wait. And then now the someone comes and wheels me away into the CT scan room. So I get there, received a few questions here and there, and then I'm put into that, that big thing, the CT scanner. I think, I don't, maybe that's what it's called. Yeah, so that was my second time actually being taken through, a CT scanner. I'd done that before, and so at least, I had a bit of experience in terms of really how that particular thing goes. So I'm put in there, and then I'm set. They do the necessary adjustments, up raising everything. Yeah, so they focus the whole thing around my belly area, and yeah, they begin the scanning. And so the whole process didn't take really long. Yeah, after some time, then I'm told, yeah, this is over. So taken down, told, yeah, you can be able to get into your shoes. And then, of course, again, I'm put back onto the wheel, and I'm wheeled back into the into my bed, where I'd actually been put. Now, so remember, at this particular point, I still do not know what the problem is. I'm still wondering and trying to figure out what the issue could be. So I'm taken back to bed. I'm put there, and I'm told, so you wait for the results. I think I was given around an hour or so. Yeah. I told like you could do about an hour, and then the results will come. So running up to almost around 1:30. So even as this is happening, of course, there's a doctor who keeps on to come check on me and try and see whether everything is okay. And then, of course, I'm asking, by the way, how far are the results? How long can I wait? Like, yeah, wait, and when they are ready, they'll actually be able to come. So I think as it was approaching almost 2 a.m., the doctor who had been checking on me comes and tells me, so now your results are ready. I'm like, okay, fine. So please tell me what the problem is. She was like, it was a female doctor. She was like, no, I cannot be able to tell you. I think I'll have to wait for my colleagues so that at least they come, and then we can come and tell you. And I'm wondering, so this has become a wee thing. Why is it that the results have to be conveyed by more than one person? I mean, I was completely scared. Yeah, so she tells me, yes, the results are out. I'm not able to give you the results now. However, I will wait so that then we can have one of our experts, and a urologist. Yeah, a urologist will be able to come so that we can come, and then now we can be able to discuss the results. Where? No, I'm thinking, sasa hii tena ni historia discussing the results. Kwani hapa pana mtu kweli? Yeah. So after a few minutes, they actually come. So they come 3 people: the doctor, a urologist, and another person. And they come, and then they are there with me. So like, yeah, so finally we have your results. So we have bad news and we have good news. Which ones do we start with? I'm like, okay, well, maybe you could start with the good news. I always prefer good news first. I mean, I can handle the bad news after that. So maybe you could start with the bad news. So they're like, no, the bad news is that, no, the good news. You can start with the good news. Yeah, the good news is that whatever you have, it's something actually that you're able to manage. I'm like, okay, fine, that's okay. But then the bad news is that you actually have you have what did they call it? What did really did they call it? There's a word that I'm looking for. But basically, they told me now we have from the results that we have from the scan that we have and the results that we have, you actually have a kidney stone. Okay, so you have a kidney stone on your right, and it is one stone that you have. It is in your kidney. However, almost towards the exit into the ureter, yeah, into the ureter. And so, yes, that is what was giving you that excruciating pain. Remember, we told you this good news. The good news is that it is around 4 millimeters. So 4 millimeters, it means that you can actually be able to flush it, down without necessarily needing a procedure. Okay. So I panicked almost. Honestly, I panicked because I've heard about stories about kidneys and kidney stones and all that and all that. But they're telling me that it is possible for you to be able to flush it out. But then for you to be able to flush it out, we need actually to be able to put you under medication to just be able to help you with dilation of the ureter, and then you also need to take at least 3 liters of water every day for you to be able to flush it down. So I asked them, okay, so when I flush it down, how do I know? And they tell me it is an extremely painful experience. So definitely when you flush it out, you'll actually be able to know, because it might actually even come out with some blood and all that. I was like, okay, fine, I'm up to the challenge. So please give me the medications. So they told me they're going to put me on those medications for about a week. And then after that, then I go back for checkup. However, the advice was that I need to do at least 3 liters of water per day. So I'm handed that, all that process, discussions and all that, and then now clearing, of course, clearance, go do ABCD, follow up with the insurance, etc. I was leaving the hospital at 4 a.m. So I leave the hospital, head home. I'm getting home. It's of course it's already morning, and so yeah. But then all this time I'm wondering, okay, so how? I mean, this is more like just like some change in terms of lifestyle, reflecting through, thinking about what are some of the risk factors that possibly led to that, etc., etc. And then, even as that happened, I was told that I needed to go for checkup a week. Exactly after 1 week, I needed to go for checkup. So I get home, I get to rest, and the following day, still because of the pain, I didn't go back to work the following day, and of course, I got home almost the following morning. So what happened is that I decided, well, I talked to my boss and I took one off and then went to work a day after. I did a few things here and there, some processes that I was doing, and the week was over. And then so at this particular point, I am really trying to read through, Dr. Google, read through, trying to search the experiences of people who have had, kidney stones and how they go about it, how they have managed it. And I got a lot of information, actually. Some of them misleading, some of them correct information, including even, how to be able to flush it out. I was doing almost at least I was doing 3.5 liters of water every day, every single day. And then I also learned that, if you add a bit of lemon into the water, then it breaks the whole thing. And it becomes easy for you to be able to flush it out. I also read and I also, I watched videos that talked about a bit of what is it? A bit of vinegar helps actually. And they're particularly or specifically talking about, the vinegar they're actually talking about is vinegar with the mother or something like that. Yeah. So I went and looked for a big bottle and came back with it home. I'm telling you, that thing tastes bad, tastes really bad, but because it is something that you're consuming to actually be able to help you with the process and with flushing out this thing, I didn't have an option. So every time I would take that a lot, every morning. And of course, again, you are told it can also affect your teeth, the vinegar now. So you literally you're placing it somewhere and just swallowing it, but you're doing it because you really need to do it to just be able to help you wash out the stone. So I did that. Drinking water every time. I'm telling you, that 1 week. Because when I went back to the clinic, I'd shed around 3 kgs or something. Now, when I was sharing that with my brother, he told me, and I was telling him, by the way, during this particular time, I took a lot of water, and water really helped me in terms of reducing the weight. And he told me, are you sure it was the water, or is the worry that you had that led to you shedding off some kgs? But by the time I was doing a week or so, I'd lost, I think, around 3 kgs just within a week. So took all that, and then I was very keen, especially when I am, of course, going for short calls, just being observant to see whether I'll flash out something, and then now celebrate and say, hooray, finally we're done. Yeah.